The ocean is a vast, uncharted territory covering over 70% of our planet's surface. Yet, despite its enormity, we know surprisingly little about what lies beneath its surface. The deep sea, often referred to as the final frontier, harbors some of the most enigmatic and mysterious phenomena on Earth. From bioluminescent creatures that light up the abyss to underwater volcanoes and ancient shipwrecks, the deep sea is a world of wonders waiting to be explored. Today, we delve into the mysteries of the deep sea, uncovering fascinating facts, strange discoveries, and the latest research that pushes the boundaries of human knowledge. The unseen depths. How much do we really know? Let's start with some staggering statistics. It's estimated that over 80% of the world's oceans remain unexplored and unobserved by humans. This is a humbling fact, especially considering the technological advancements of the 21st century. NASA has mapped 100% of the Moon's surface and 98% of Mars, yet we've only explored about 20% of our own ocean. The deep sea, generally defined as depths below 200 meters, makes up the largest and least understood habitat on Earth. The reason for this disparity lies in the extreme conditions of the deep sea: freezing temperatures, crushing pressures, and complete darkness. These challenges make exploration both dangerous and costly. Bioluminescence. Nature's glow-in-the-dark creatures. One of the most fascinating aspects of the deep sea is bioluminescence, the ability of organisms to produce light. Around 90% of deep-sea creatures are bioluminescent. This phenomenon is used by creatures for various purposes, such as attracting mates, luring prey, or confusing predators. For instance, the anglerfish uses a bioluminescent lure that dangles from its head to attract prey in the pitch-black waters. But how do these creatures produce light? The answer lies in a chemical reaction involving a molecule called luciferin and an enzyme called luciferase. When these two substances mix in the presence of oxygen, they produce light. What's even more remarkable is that the light emitted is often blue or green, colors that travel the farthest in water. Some species, like the deep-sea dragonfish, can even produce red light, a rare feat in the deep ocean, which gives them a unique advantage in hunting. Gigantism in the abyss. The bigger, the deeper. Another mysterious phenomenon observed in the deep sea is gigantism. Many deep-sea creatures are much larger than the shallow water counterparts. The giant squid, for instance, can grow up to 43 feet in length, while the colossal squid, its lesser-known cousin, can reach lengths of 46 feet or more. The Japanese spider crab, with a leg span of up to 12 feet, and the deep-sea isopod, which can grow up to 2.5 feet long, are other examples of this deep-sea gigantism. Scientists are still debating the reasons behind this phenomenon. One theory suggests that the cold temperatures and high pressures of the deep sea slow down metabolism and growth, allowing these creatures to grow larger over longer lifespans. Another theory is that the scarcity of food in the deep sea drives organisms to grow larger, enabling them to cover more ground in search of sustenance. Whatever the cause, deep-sea gigantism adds another layer of mystery to the already enigmatic deep sea. The Hadal Zone. Earth's deepest trenches. The Hadal Zone, named after Hades, the Greek god of the underworld, refers to the deepest parts of the ocean, typically found in oceanic trenches. This zone extends from 6,000 meters to the very bottom of the deepest trench, the Mariana Trench, which plunges nearly 11,000 meters, about 36,000 feet, below sea level. To put that in perspective, if Mount Everest were dropped into the Mariana Trench, its peak would still be over a mile underwater. The Hadal Zone is one of the most extreme environments on Earth, with pressures exceeding 1,000 times the atmospheric pressure at sea level. Despite these harsh conditions, life thrives here. In 2012, James Cameron, the famous filmmaker and explorer, made a solo dive to the bottom of the Mariana Trench in the Deep-Sea Challenger submersible. His expedition revealed bizarre and previously unknown life forms, including giant amoebas and shrimp-like creatures called amphipods. One of the most significant discoveries in recent years is the presence of microorganisms living in the deep sediments of the Hadal Zone. These extremophiles, organisms that thrive in extreme conditions, have adapted to survive without sunlight, relying on chemical processes like chemosynthesis for energy. The discovery of these life forms has profound implications for our understanding of life's resilience and adaptability, both on Earth and potentially on other planets. Hydrothermal vents. Underwater volcanoes and alien worlds in the deep ocean, where sunlight never penetrates, hydrothermal vents create oases of life. Discovered in 1977 near the Galapagos Islands, these vents are essentially underwater volcanoes, where seawater seeps into the Earth's crust, gets heated by magma, and then spews back out, carrying with it a rich cocktail of minerals and chemicals. The temperatures around these vents can exceed 400 degrees Celsius, 752 degrees Fahrenheit, yet life flourishes here in abundance. The ecosystems surrounding hydrothermal vents are some of the most unique on Earth. These ecosystems are based on chemosynthesis, a process where bacteria convert the chemicals emitted by the vents into energy. This energy supports a variety of life forms, including giant tube worms, clams, and shrimp, all of which have evolved to survive in these harsh conditions. What's particularly fascinating is the possibility that similar hydrothermal systems could exist on other celestial bodies, such as Jupiter's moon Europa or Saturn's moon Enceladus. Both moons are believed to have subsurface oceans beneath their icy crusts, and if hydrothermal vents exist there, they could potentially harbor life. This makes hydrothermal vents not just a mystery of our own planet, but a potential key to finding life elsewhere in the universe. The deep seafloor, a graveyard of sunken secrets. The deep seafloor is littered with secrets from the past. Shipwrecks, lost aircraft, and even ancient cities lie preserved in the cold, dark waters. The Titanic, perhaps the most famous shipwreck, rests at a depth of about 12,500 feet in the North Atlantic Ocean. Discovered in 1985, the wreck has provided invaluable insights into early 20th century maritime history, as well as the conditions of deep-sea environments. In addition to shipwrecks, the deep sea is also home to underwater archaeological sites. In the Mediterranean, researchers have discovered the remains of ancient settlements that were submerged as sea levels rose after the last ice age. These underwater cities offer a unique glimpse into early human civilizations and their adaptations to changing environments. But not all deep-sea discoveries are relics of human history. In recent years, explorers have found the remains of enormous marine creatures, such as whale falls. These are the carcasses of whales that have sunk to the seafloor, creating temporary ecosystems that support a wide variety of organisms. The discovery of these whale falls has deepened our understanding of the deep-sea food web and the role of large marine animals in these ecosystems. Unexplained phenomena. The bloop and other strange sounds. The deep sea is also a realm of unexplained phenomena. One of the most famous is the bloop, a powerful, ultra-low-frequency underwater sound detected by the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration, NOAA, in 1997. The sound was so loud that it was picked up by multiple sensors over 3,000 miles apart, and it was initially speculated that it could have been produced by a massive unknown marine creature. However, subsequent analysis suggested that the bloop was likely caused by ice quakes, icebergs cracking and breaking away from Antarctica. But the bloop is just one of many strange sounds recorded in the deep sea. Other mysterious sounds include the upsweep, a series of underwater noises detected since the early 1990s, and the whistle, a high-pitched sound of unknown origin. Despite extensive research, these sounds remain unexplained, adding to the deep sea's aura of mystery. Deep-sea mining, the next frontier or environmental disaster. As human technology advances, the deep sea is increasingly becoming a target for resource extraction. Deep-sea mining, the process of retrieving mineral resources from the ocean floor, is a rapidly growing industry. The deep sea is rich in valuable minerals, such as manganese nodules, cobalt, and rare earth elements, which are crucial for modern electronics and green technologies. However, deep-sea mining is not without controversy. The potential environmental impacts are a significant concern. The deep sea is a fragile ecosystem, and mining activities could disrupt habitats, destroy unknown species, and release harmful substances into the ocean. The International Seabed Authority, ISA, established under the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, is responsible for regulating deep-sea mining activities. However, many scientists and environmentalists argue that more research is needed to fully understand the potential consequences before mining operations proceed. Alien worlds on Earth. The search for life beyond our planet, the deep sea, is often compared to outer space due to its extreme conditions and the possibility of discovering entirely new forms of life. This comparison has fueled interest in astrobiology, the study of life in the universe. Scientists believe that studying life in the deep sea can provide clues about the potential for life on other planets and moons. For example, the discovery of extremophiles, organisms that thrive in extreme conditions such as high pressure, low temperatures, and the absence of sunlight, has significant implications for the search for extraterrestrial life. These organisms have adapted to survive in environments that were once thought to be uninhabitable, suggesting that life might exist in similarly extreme environments elsewhere in the solar system. One of the most promising locations for finding extraterrestrial life is Europa, one of Jupiter's moons. Europa is believed to have a subsurface ocean beneath its icy crust, and there is evidence that hydrothermal vents could exist on its ocean floor, similar to those found in Earth's deep sea. If this is the case, these vents could support microbial life, much like the deep sea ecosystems on Earth. NASA's upcoming Europa Clipper mission, set to launch in the 2020s, aims to explore Europa's potential habitability, bringing us closer to answering the age-old question, are we alone in the universe? Deep sea research. The challenges and future prospects exploring the deep sea is no easy task. The extreme conditions, such as immense pressure, cold temperatures, and total darkness, pose significant challenges for researchers. Traditional manned submersibles, like the one used by James Cameron to reach the Mariana Trench, are expensive and risky to operate. Unmanned underwater vehicles, UUVs, and remotely operated vehicles, ROVs, have become the tools of choice for deep-sea exploration, allowing scientists to reach greater depths and cover more ground without the risk to human life. Recent advancements in technology are making deep-sea exploration more feasible and efficient. Autonomous underwater vehicles, AUVs, equipped with advanced sensors and cameras, can operate independently, gathering data and mapping the seafloor with unprecedented precision. These technologies are opening up new possibilities for exploring the deep ocean, from discovering new species to mapping uncharted underwater landscapes. One of the most exciting developments in deep-sea research is the use of DNA analysis to study deep-sea organisms. Environmental DNA, EDNA, is genetic material shed by organisms into their environment, such as in the form of skin cells, mucus, or waste. By collecting and analyzing EDNA from water samples, scientists can identify the presence of species without having to physically capture or observe them. This technique has already led to the discovery of several new species and is expected to revolutionize our understanding of deep-sea biodiversity. The Ocean Twilight Zone. A new frontier, the Mesopelagic Zone, also known as the Twilight Zone, lies between 200 and 1,000 meters below the ocean surface. This zone is particularly intriguing because it is home to a vast number of organisms that are still largely unknown to science. Recent studies suggest that the biomass in the Twilight Zone could be 10 times greater than previously estimated, making it a critical component of the ocean's carbon cycle. The organisms in this zone, including small fish like lanternfish and bristlemouths, play a crucial role in transporting carbon from the surface to the deep sea, helping to regulate the Earth's climate. However, the Twilight Zone is also under threat from human activities. Commercial fishing is increasingly targeting this zone, where fish like lanternfish are harvested to make fish meal and other products. Scientists are concerned that overfishing in the Twilight Zone could have far-reaching impacts on marine ecosystems and the global climate. In conclusion, the deep sea remains one of the last unexplored frontiers on Earth, a vast and mysterious world that continues to captivate scientists and explorers alike. Despite the challenges of exploring this extreme environment, recent advancements in technology and research are slowly unveiling the secrets of the deep. From bioluminescent creatures and gigantic squids to hydrothermal vents and unexplained sounds, the deep sea is a place of wonder and mystery. As we continue to explore the deep sea, we are reminded of the fragility of this environment and the need to protect it from human activities that could cause irreversible damage. The deep sea holds not only the secrets of our planet's history but also clues that could lead us to discoveries far beyond Earth. In the words of oceanographer Sylvia Earle, we have barely touched the surface of what we can learn from the ocean. It is our last great wilderness, a living library, and a laboratory for future generations. The mysteries of the deep sea are far from being fully understood, and as our exploration continues, so too will our sense of awe and wonder at the unknown depths of our planet. What lies beneath the waves is a question that has intrigued humanity for centuries, and it is a question that will continue to inspire exploration and discovery for generations to come.